They met in their first year of college, two people who couldn't be more different. He was the quiet one, the kind of guy who preferred books over parties, someone who blended into the background. She was the complete opposite, confident, radiant, the kind of girl who walked into a room and made it brighter. At first, they barely spoke, but fate has a funny way of weaving threads together. A group project forced them to sit side by side, and what started as awkward silence turned into laughter, late-night study sessions, and endless conversations. Slowly, friendship blossomed. Beautiful, unshakable, the kind of bond people spend their whole lives searching for. For him, though, friendship wasn't enough. He noticed the small things, the way she bit her lip when she was nervous, the way her laughter carried across the room, the way her eyes lit up when she spoke about her dreams. He loved her quietly, without words, because he was afraid that saying it out loud would ruin what they already had. She, on the other hand, never showed her cards. She treated him like her best friend, trusting him with secrets, asking for advice, calling him first when life felt too heavy, and every time she leaned on him, his heart broke a little more, because he wanted to be more than just the person she cried to. Years rolled by. They graduated, jobs came, responsibilities grew. And then came the news that shattered him. She was engaged. Not to him, but to a man her parents had chosen. He forced a smile when she told him, congratulated her with shaking hands, and promised he'd be there on her big day. But that night, when he was alone, he wept like a child. The day before her wedding, fate placed a cruel choice in his hands. They had agreed to meet one last time at their favorite cafe, the small corner shop where countless memories lived. She left her bag on the table when she stepped outside to take a call. Inside it was a diary. He tried to ignore it, but the diary seemed to call to him. His trembling hands opened it, and what he saw inside stopped his heart. Page after page was filled with words about him. Her handwriting told the story of a love she had buried deep inside. She wrote about how he made her feel safe, how she wished he would fight for her, how every laugh she shared was because of him. She even confessed that the engagement wasn't her choice. It was her parents'. Tears streamed down his face as the truth sank in. She had loved him all along. Every smile, every look, every unspoken word. It had been there. He was too afraid to confess, and she was too scared to risk losing him. And now, here they were, on the edge of forever, but miles apart. That night, he couldn't sleep. He thought of crashing the wedding, of telling her everything, of begging her to choose him instead. But when the sun rose, fear won once again. He went to her wedding, sat in the crowd, and watched as she became someone else's bride. Their eyes met for a brief second, and in that glance, he swore he saw the same pain he felt, but neither spoke, neither moved, and just like that, she was gone. Years passed. He never married. He buried himself in work, in routine, in silence. But on lonely nights, he pulled out that diary, the letter he was never meant to read. Its pages grew worn, but the words remained etched in his soul, because sometimes the greatest love stories don't end in happily ever afters. Sometimes they end in silence, in the what-ifs we carry forever, in letters that were never supposed to be read.